we're on semester break right now, and still have works and other stuff to do. That is nice. I think I'm the sort of person who like love to be busy, love to have something to do and look forward to in the morning. I think that really keeps me grounded in a lot of way and not make me spiral or feel like directionless basically. I'm graduating this year, so it's gonna be bittersweet because I truly enjoy my uni life. The experience between high school and university is very vastly different, for the best in every way. I thoroughly enjoy myself, being myself, once I entered uni, and I think I've said this a bunch of times, but I felt like there was actually a space that I could just be amongst other people and not feel constricted or confined. I'm glad things work out the way that they did. Slowly approaching the end, it feels, I don't know what I'm feeling, but if you were to ask me, okay, what's my next step, I certainly do not have the answer for that. Also, I'm not panicking, in a sense, to find the answer to that. A lot of things that sort of a recurring patterns that I've seen in the way my life move is like usually thing will just comes when it's time, and I know it's not the most like foundation wise structural and grounded thinking to be thinking that, because I'm solely relying on the universe to just be like, do your thing, but that's usually is the case for me. Like finding, for example, finding an intern place, I really like, of course I need the intern and like actually find a place to work, but everyone around me was like having their own space, their own place of internship, and I felt like I really need to find one quick. I think part of it is also like FOMO, just like, everyone would be like talking about the stress that they get from work, and I would like not relate to it essentially, and I felt like, damn, like I want to be stressed about work, so that's what it is. But eventually, I found one, and I think it fits me quite well, and I'm glad. My first thought when I was starting at the place, my first thought was like, I'm so grateful to be in the space that I get to be in. I just am grateful. Things has a way of working out. I truly do not know what I'll do after graduations. There's a sense of like, okay, familiarity is nice and all. I like where I'm at. I like the place that I'm working at. Sure, I can advance, but I'm not sure. I like this place. Is there more of me out there? I'm sure there is. I don't know yet. I just want things to transition itself naturally rather than by force. I think my present life right now is just really full of works, and I told you I felt like this year was more towards the work aspects of life than anything else. I meet great people. I think I've gotten close or getting to know them. I don't know, human is weird. I do learn a lot um, from myself for this past few months, and I'm trying to understand it, and I'm trying to give myself grace to not be like perfect at the things that I'm doing for the first time, you know? I'm trying to lean more towards practical practice rather than like the psychology of the human mind. I mean, sure, both is very important, that needs nurture, and I've noticed that I have a tendency to try to dissect things more on a psychology, mind over matter kind of thing. Maybe less practical, but I'm trying to balance it all. And I'm not sure if I'm doing a good job at it. I've definitely am learning to give myself grace. I can say it for what it is, that I put pressure on myself. The worst part is like, sure, I put pressure on myself, but like the result doesn't meet the pressure that I've quote unquote given myself. So it's like it feels counterintuitive, like it's not really work out in theory. But then there's another topic. I'm just going all over the place as usual, but I've come to the awareness that I might just be more of an artist than a designer. I don't know how to feel about that. I wish to be both. I wish to be an artist and a designer, but oftentimes I feel like my decisions towards thing and my ability to make things are coming from the artistic lens. This is also, I think, feeds or goes to the same pathway as like not being practical in practice, but more theoretical and like idea based. I don't know if I'm making sense, but like that's what I feel like is the case. I don't know. I would like to be both. I ask myself, I'm like, okay, have I designed anything that has helped people? I don't think I have. I've crafted narrative, I crafted stories. All of those are just ideas and stories. I don't know if I'm a good designer or if I could call myself one. I don't know. It's heartbreaking because this is what I'm majoring in as the year progresses. I don't know. I'm learning a lot about myself very subtly. I'm just trying to like not marinate in how I feel after, I don't know, like I embarrass myself or things not working out. Just less focus on the shame that comes with just existing as a human, moving on and just like not letting that affect me too much. This is just part of being humans, and I don't know where I'll go, but I think I'm gonna go somewhere. There's somewhere that I'll be, but do I know the answer right now? No. A lot of people have a lot of different opinions about certain things. You certainly cannot please everyone's. I've learned that much. I'm just like, okay, yeah, you know, you're constantly getting feedback. It's like a lot of different feedback being thrown at you, and it's just a matter of like choosing what is right for the situation. It's nice being told what you do is good, right? That's obvious enough. I'm always sort of in search of trying to find proof that whatever that I made has likability to it, like there's something that you can find that you can like about it in a sense. It's still hard for me to translate the things that I have in my mind and make it understood by people. And I'm not saying this in like I'm complex thinking type of person. It's hard for people to understand me, but it's more of like, how do I word and translate this idea I have in my mind and make it understood by different mind, and not just make it solely make sense to me. I think it has to make sense for everyone for it to like have a life in the future and moving forward, like less abstract and more practical, but like not getting rid of the abstraction parts of it, but more of like expanding and having it being in other, showing it in a way that's is structural and understandable, but not getting rid of the magic of it, basically. I don't know. My central point right now is just work and friends, and that's about it. I truly don't know what will hold for me in the future. I'm less scared of perception because that's not something that I can control. I'm more curious about the different way that people can perceive me, and it's always interesting when you're given reference, when your friends or whoever say, oh, you're so this or you're so that, and it's like, oh, that's really cool to be able to like see how they see you, essentially. And I cannot imagine how that would be like in a larger scale. I always think of like, okay, how would this happen in a larger scale? How would I am able to handle it? And I don't have an answer for it. I truly don't know how I would react. I'm still in a fight between, actually showing up, whether that be like online space, which is scary, or just, out there and actually, I don't know, just being sort of more seen, or just hiding away. And it's a battle between the two. It's like consequences to your actions, and you have to like choose which one you want to bear with. And I'm trying to find a middle ground, as most things. I think I'll just continue to trust my judgment when thing doesn't inherently feel like it's aligned for me, and do that. I hope I'll get to experience something new this year too. So maybe we'll see. I don't know if I will. I'm learning to be okay with invisibility, and existing online wise, I guess, because I know of the consequence. I know, I've seen it. I've seen stranger giving like unsolicited advice or just comments on people they don't know, because it's the internet and people have the freedom to do that as much as they want. That's why I'm very careful. I don't know. That's all I know, is that I don't know. Okay. I don't think I have anything to say. I think this is it.